Let's talk about dance, but maybe not in the way you're used to thinking about it. Today, we're going to look at it as a powerful technology. Yeah, a technology for the soul.
All right, to kick things off, let's start with a bit of a puzzle. And this one's a head-scratcher, really, because it connects two worlds that seem like they couldn't be further apart. The ancient, sacred world and the super-modern, rebellious one. I mean, on the surface, they're polar opposites, right? You've got this calm, spiritual vibe on one side, and then total, aggressive chaos on the other. But, and this is the really cool part, if you look just a little bit closer, you'll see they're both using their bodies to do something, well, something remarkably similar.
Okay, so look at the Sufi mystic. They're spinning, right? The goal is to get into a trance to kind of dissolve their own ego into something bigger, something divine. Then you've got the metalhead. They're thrashing, headbanging, releasing all that built-up stress and aggression. But here's the link. In both cases, they are using patterned, repetitive movement as a tool. It's literally a technology for engineering a profound psychological shift to release all that built-up mental strain.
So how do we make sense of this? Well, the thing that unlocks this whole puzzle is a brand new way of looking at dance. We need to see it as a kind of technology built around this one central idea, the axis of safety.
Axis of safety. What does that even mean? It's actually a pretty simple idea. Think of it like this. Every single dance, I don't care if it's a 1,000-year-old ritual or the latest TikTok trend, creates a symbolic anchor point, a safe spot. That anchor, that axis, could be God, it could be your community, your partner, even the rhythm itself. And the dance? That's just the process of letting go of your brain's tension by moving around that stable, safe center.
And here's where it gets really fascinating. This whole axis thing isn't just some abstract theory. We can actually watch it change throughout history. It's like a roadmap, tracking what different cultures, at different times, considered to be their ultimate safe space, their most central ideal. So let's go way back. In the earliest, most ancient forms of dance, that axis of safety was huge. It was cosmic. It was God, the universe, something absolute. Finding your balance, finding that release, it was all about aligning yourself with the divine. Think about it. For that whirling Sufi, their own spine becomes the axis, literally connecting heaven and earth. For a Lakota sun dancer, there's a physical, sacred pole right in the middle. That's the center of their universe. And in the Zar rituals from the Persian Gulf, it's that central, driving drumbeat that acts as the axis, the thing that brings everything back into spiritual balance.
Okay, so as time goes on, as cultures change, you start to see this really interesting shift. That axis of safety, it starts to come down from the heavens, right down to earth. It becomes the group, the community, the people around you.
And this is a big deal because now safety isn't just about connecting with God, it's about solidarity with each other. Look at the Jewish Hora, right? Everyone's in a circle. That empty space in the middle, that is the community. That's the axis. Or the Dabke in the Levant. Everyone's arms are linked. They're stomping in unison. You can just feel that powerful collective resilience.
And the journey doesn't stop there. Over time, especially in the Western world, that axis of safety gets even smaller, even more personal. It shrinks from the whole community down to the connection between just two people. I mean, think about a waltz or a tango. The whole world just melts away, right? Everything, the balance, the tension, the release, it all happens in that space between you and your partner. They become your center. And then you have something like the lambada, where your partner's body literally becomes this sensual, freeing axis that your whole world spins around.
All right, and that brings us to the modern era. And here, the axis undergoes its most radical shift yet. It becomes totally personal. Safety, balance, it's not out there anymore. It's found inside you.
Remember the twist? That wasn't about connecting to God or even your partner. You were dancing on your own. That twisting motion was all about individual liberation. Or a breakdancer, what's their axis? It's the beat. It's the rhythm itself. It's this external thing you can lock into to express your own unique self. And yep, this brings us right back where we started, headbanging. It's pure, individual release, a personal catharsis happening inside a crowd.
Okay, so this is all really cool, but here's where we take it up a notch. What if all these external dance moves, the spinning, the stomping, the swaying, what if they're actually a mirror, a direct reflection of what's happening inside our brains when we try to manage stress?
Well, there's this theory. It's called the brain kinematics model, and it basically says these dance patterns aren't random at all. Take those circular spinning motions that so often symbolize unity. The theory suggests that might be the body physically acting out the brain's own cortical loops. So get this. Dancing could literally be our bodies physically performing the same strategies our brains use internally to find balance. Mind-blowing, right?
So when you start putting all these pieces together, dance stops being just, fun or entertainment. It becomes something so much deeper. It's like a living, breathing blueprint of what a culture truly values at its core.
And this right here just drives the point home perfectly. The way dance has evolved, it lines up almost one for one with the evolution of art. Think about it. Ritual dances, focused on a divine axis, they happened at the same time as sacred, religious art. Community folk dances, they go hand in hand with decorative folk arts. Those intimate partner dances, they pop up right alongside romantic literature. And our modern individual dances, of course they parallel the rise of abstract avant-garde art. It's the same story, told in movement and on canvas. So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's pretty simple, really. If you want to understand what a culture truly holds sacred, what its central ideal is, don't just read their history books. Watch them dance. Because the axis they spin around in their movement, that's the very same axis their entire world spins around.
So I'll leave you with this question. The next time you find yourself dancing, and it could be anywhere, a wedding, a club, just by yourself in your kitchen, ask yourself, what's my axis? What's the anchor point? Is it the community around me? Is it my partner? Is it just the beat? Or is it something inside myself? What is it that's letting you release all that strain and find your own sense of balance?